Peaches, you gonna yell at me in a minute or so? I was live this morning. That's okay. You were probably in bed. It was just a grind session, so. But I wanted to get some levels and experience points. That way, maybe tonight I don't have to, you know, we can get past this next dungeon. If it's too loud, let me know. It shouldn't be, because the same settings were used for this morning's stream. Unless the cat comes in here and terrorizes and resets everything. If it is too loud, you guys will let me know. Hurry, please. Since I'm answering prayers for each of the angels, I have to assume I've got 3 more to do after this. And then the post-endgame content unlocks. I'm not going to bully you. I don't do that. I'm wondering when this hard drive's going to die on this PS3, knock on wood. This was a used PS3 when I first bought it, and it's been working since. I bought it at GameStop a long time ago. I think I paid, what, $300 for it? $250? $240? Something like that. Alright, the only thing I didn't do... The only thing I didn't do was upgrade the angel in myself. That's this right here. Holy icon, let's see what they have here. Not that much. Heavy greens? I do. Let's put some defense on. Boom, boom. That's my defense up icon. Oh, that's my poison icon that I found, yeah. Poison can suck anymore. We don't need more any more debilitating HP issues. Let's see. Eventually these ones will become 2s, because I have a 2 sitting right there. There he goes. Now you have to go in my room. Come on. If you can't behave out in the living room, you have to go out and you have to go back in my room. That time he aimed right for the capture card and jumped on top of it. Yep, froze it. Alright, give me a second, guys. Sorry, I have a kitten. Can't be helped. And I don't want to be one of those asshole owners that just, hey, you're streaming, I'm going to lock you in my room for 4 or 5 hours. I don't want to do that to him. I'll let him back out again. Alright, give me a second. It's funny, all you gotta do is just tap the video capture card or even a USB wire and it screws it all up. Nope, it doesn't see it. So just give me a second, guys. Yep, gotta remove the entire source and re-add it. Razor contest, not to be confused with shaving your face with a razor. Even me relocating my capture card because the most wires are beside the capture card, so he could easily just play with the whole thing. Now we gotta do all this back down to here, so all the crap doesn't get covered up. Now flip the screen. I'll get all the technical issues out of the way first, right? I gotta turn this down because it's loud. Alright. That's because I had to reset the capture card. I just turned it down. Anytime I have to reset the capture card, everything gets reset. That includes sound settings. Again, can't be helped. I have a little black minion running around being an idiot. And if I remember, this is her. She's getting somewhat powered up. Alright, let's see if we can get this next dungeon knocked out. I did almost 3 hours of grinding earlier, getting a bunch of equipment upgraded. My only fear is if I go all the way down that dungeon and I get, since there's no save point for it, and I lose everything on hand, how bad will I get screwed? That's the question.
Unworthy.
Cam's frozen? Okay, hold on. That does happen too. Thank you. I didn't even notice it was unfrozen. Yeah. Yeah, miss. This mouse pad. There we go. Thank you. Sorry about that. I'm gonna hold on to that forgetful gem. Put this in here. Oh, I know. Take that out. Got my apple, got my mega beefy. Yep, we're all ready to go, I think. And she's at with her mushroom hat, ice gauntlet. I couldn't burst it, turn out of money. Let's go answer his prayer. I don't know that will fit the message box, but I'll try, Tribbles, although I may omit the word. That's not my favorite Pokemon. Or I'll add an extra message myself. Disclaimer. Disregard previous message. That is not my favorite Pokemon. I don't even have a favorite Pokemon. I don't even like Pokemon. There you go. I've said it. I did like Detective Pikachu. That was actually a good movie. I enjoyed the crap out of that. That was a very cute movie. But I know nothing about Pokemon. I don't collect Pokemon. The only closest thing to Pokemon I have is playing Pikachu in Smash Brothers. How are you doing this evening, Tribbles? Oh, I don't hate Pokemon. I don't care for it. I don't hate it. If I hated Pokemon, I would never have seen Detective Pikachu, despite Deadpool starring in it. That's the honest. That's Scout's honest truth. You get a shout out. Alright, I will add that to the message box. It will show up on the next stream. But I'm going to probably put that disclaimer in there. Time out, Tribbles. Time out! No. Don't do that. I'm just kidding. Still. What the hell, Tribbles? I'd rather stuff my face full of cookies than to put that in the message box. I'll mention to raise the cost of the message box because it'll get too saturated eventually. Once you get like 10 or so messages up there along with mine, yeah, it'll get saturated. That I'll have to delete old ones eventually. I have no intention of deleting the old ones anytime soon. Here, I'm gonna pick up this girl. So. How are you doing this morning, Tribbles? You did? Oh, okay. I don't remember you telling me that, but thought something good. Well, that is something good. I don't care for you. Eevees just creep me out. But I don't hate Pokemon. Now, I will say I do hate Digimon because yeah, that was many years ago. My sister had a Digimon phase, and Digimon the movie was out, and there was another movie. My parents wanted to go see it, and they said, hey, they wanted to have a romantic interlude watching the movie, and they said, yeah, can you be a big brother and watch Digimon? All I did was just throughout the entire movie. But that song is still imprinted in my brain because they sung that song like 20 million freaking times. Whee! But good gravy on a stick. That was so awful. Can't go down there? Oh no, that's part of a different part of the building. I just went back, I just looped myself. Whoopsie! I looped myself. The exit must be over yonder. Oh, that's not it. The exit must be over here. Up we go. Stab me in the back. I'm going to save God mode for the boss, though. I think I'm going to need it. Oh no, I left money up there. Oh, and there's food that's dropped there. Let's go grab the money real quick. Of course, I land on the confusion tile out of all the spots in the world. I gotta go back there again. And try to get back there again. All the spots in the world, yeah, that's where I needed to go. There's the money. Jump off here. There's the food. Next floor. When did Digimon come out? I know Pokemon came out first, and is it true they say Digimon's the bastard child of Pokemon? Here, Chess, I want to boop you. Another damn fucking trap. RNG. This is like so much like Palace of the Dead. Can't go this way. I got a bad feeling I'm gonna step on a trap out of nowhere and get screwed so hard. I got a carrot. Let me heal. $1989, okay. I thought that was the year you were born. Kids in America. No, not my favorite Pokemon. I never got into Power Rangers. Now, the one thing I liked about Power Rangers, it had a hell of a soundtrack. With dun 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 dun. It actually was pretty rough. I'll praise it for that. I love the music for that. Alright, going up the third course. I step on a trap. Another one. Did I drop anything? No. Why did I do that? You're an idiot, and I'm an idiot again. Because the trap distracted me. Where is the exit at? Is it over here? Oh. Can my partner come down and help me out? Iki's paralyzed. I might be screwed. Shit, I'm stun locked. I can't reach him either. Oh, I'm lucky. Die already, please. That would have sucked. I would just run out of energy. I love my partner can't figure out how to get down here. The AI in this game is fun. So much fun at times. Got the hovercraft, all these items, and a confusion trap, of course. Another confusion trap. Next floor. Pokemon, Digimon. Kids in America was the main song of the Digimon movie. Oh, didn't know that. Card Captors, never heard of it. The thing I was into collecting was Garbage Pail Kids. Garbage Pail, sorry. Not Pal. Gosh, with these fucking traps already. There's gotta be an ability you learn in this game that... Yeah, it takes care of them. Really? All these items, let's see here. Don't need the sleep ward. I don't need to have it down for Take the boom gem just in case. Let's see, what can we throw here? We're not going for money, we're going for the win, so I want to get restorative items mostly. Whee! It was like Kids Network only on that. Ah, interesting. I didn't know that. I didn't even heard of Kids in... I don't think No, I never heard of Kids in America. That I did not hear of. I did not hear of Kids in America. It sounds vaguely from the Kids in America. No, that's probably not it. Where am I at on that? Sweet, she's bursted. The death card. Let's give her the pretty jet. My guess is the exit's over here. Yep, there it is. Floor 6 is where we stopped at. That's when we'll start getting cutscenes again.
Not yet.
Of course. Use my carrot. Nom nom nom. Restore health.
How about no?
How about yes? Because it's called a app. There's an app for that. There's an app for everything.
What is
Plus,
it now? I thought I told you to leave. You're ruining my special day.
I know I ruined it. I'm sorry with the phone. Plus, I also got my laptop right here. I'll send you a picture sometime, Dribble, on my on Discord to show you how it's set up here. I've got my laptop right here, so I can look at the chat on the stream manager from here, or I can use my phone, or I can do either or. I just for out here in the living room with the playing on a console. That's how I have it set up. In my room, I just use my phone for the chat because the computer is using the whole screen. Nope. I'm gonna give me those 10 points back, so I probably don't need it. Yep. How the hell are you? Oh, you're right. You think lizard boys with spears would be deadly, but they're not.
Not yet.
Those traps are getting annoying. It reminds me of House of the Dead so freaking hard. Root truck jumping, so much fun. Eats all the eats. Tribbles would approve this level because you get eaten out of a cannon. She loves the eats. There's my exit. Let's go get God mode is filled up, so that's good to go. Well, I don't know. See, the thing is, I don't know if it's Twitch doing it or my end doing it. Because on my end, when it comes to lag, I'm going to look. I dropped Loom to no frames. Yeah, 1.7% throughout the entire stream. Plus, I don't have the fastest internet, but I do have it dumbed down to where I can handle the speed. But yeah, I don't have the fastest internet. I think I've got like 100 up and 2 down, or no, I'm sorry, 100 down and 2 up. I think that's what my speed is. I'd have to double check. Nothing over here. Watch out, lower the cannon. It's going to yeet you. That's what I wanted to do. I did not mean to do that. I'm an idiot. Back up the cannon. I meant to go this way. Nothing over here. Hey, walk the wazoo apparitions. What a surprise. my gun. I like how it's called spin cocking. Spin that cock. I already have a hovercraft, so throw that. Like I said, we're not going for items and whatnot. We're going for
Not yet.
oh, jeez. Now the exit's there, but I wanted to explore up here real quick. So I do want to get some levels. I don't know how I'm going to get over there. I just did the same thing I did. You have to go down this, because where am I at? I'm over here. I have to go down this way first. Not. Give me a second, I'll look at the chat in a second, so I gotta figure out how to get back over there now. Did the same fucking thing again. It's throwing me off of that with the perspective. I should just exit the damn place not to begin with. Nope, that takes me here. Okay. Enemies keep respawning to mess with me. It's so hard to tell where you can't pan the camera out. That just takes me to that pot. But I don't want to. Okay, that's what we wanted to do. Okay. That's so easy to get thrown off. I will get 1 gigabyte down. Oh yeah, I believe my friend has fiber optic internet. No, I don't have 20 up. I know I don't have 20 up. My up's about 5, like 6 or 7. I'll double check, but I know my up's not 20. I know that for a fact. Let's get the hell out of this floor. This floor sucks. And I just stepped on the wrong thing. Just know how to get over there again. Confusion traps are awesome. I spend way too much time on that damn floor. I might upgrade my internet down the road, but I have no big desire to do so. I'll check my speed, but I'm pretty sure it's not 50 now. Guns all maxed out. Excuse me. Check out my codfish. There we go. I think realistically I'd be able to hop over there. I see exit. Okay. These guys also can suck. And she's gonna walk right into the... The AI is not very good in this game. It really isn't. Now she's stuck over there. I can't get over there. And I got hit by a confusion trap. She's gonna have to survive on her own. That's what I'm really scared about. How bad is the AI gonna screw me on this boss fight? Nah, I'm here. Alright, let's go. She got blocked. I'm glad I upgraded her. Of course. Trap again. Can't help it, I'm confused. No matter what direction, even if you hit up, up doesn't mean always down, and down doesn't always mean up. I don't need to motion that. Alright, well thanks for the alert. Eat ass to you too, my friend. Thank you. I also have, since you played Zelda, if you're still there. Yeah. There you go. Hope you're doing well, Cube. Cool Cube, as I like to call him. But, yeah, I can send you a copy sometime when you're ready to, like, check it out and, you know, stream it or play it, you know. Especially if you stream it. You gotta let me know if you're gonna stream it, though. So I can be there to, from beginning to end. I had two fellow streamers a couple months ago. They just recently finished it. It took them 8 streams to beat it. They gave good feedback. I've actually patched the game up to a couple of fixes and everything. The only downside with my RPG Maker game is I don't have the best grammar. I've had several friends, you know, help help critique it and correct it, but you know, I'm still not perfect, and the program doesn't have a built-in grammar check, and Microsoft Office isn't always the best thing out there.
Banana time, ladies and gentlemen. Banana time. Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Banana. Let me restore items I have.
Complete spiritual collapse. Mental and physical collapse. The cat is leaving me because I sucked so much at Monkey Ball. The cat is leaving me because I sucked at
Monkey Ball, huh? Never
It's a dark day for GameCube guy.
I've played Monkey. I've seen gameplay of Monkey Ball. That game does look like it's very rage-inducing. This game can get rage-inducing at times. All right, we're ready for the next cutscene. Nope, I'm on 7. That's right. I stopped at 7. The cutscene's the next floor. Didn't even do that. Nice, instant kill. Exit's not over here. I'll bring my cat in a couple of minutes if he's going to behave. Me and my Troy noise. Yep, these guys aren't much of a threat anymore. Look, I step on a trap, how convenient. Wow, that trap sucks. Don't want to leave my ice gauntlet behind. I've been working on that forever. A boom gem. Ay, 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 Osis. Yeah, obviously there's nothing here, right? The exit's down southwest, okay. money. We'll pick that up. I think we're ready for some. Of course. I land on the track. Alright, cutscene, let's go! Welcome back, Zeus. Cutscene time.
Oh, you have come back, God. What of the demon's movements?
What of the demon's movements, my lord? Can't believe Trip has put that message in there. Eevees, why do you want to torture me? I guess that's what they call true friendship.
It's no use. There are way too many. If they come knocking at your gates, you really won't stand a chance. This castle will fall. Take the princess and run. If you do, your wish will come true, right? How is she? Did you persuade her?
Hell no. No, I have not convinced my love.
Ryuhan, is what he said the truth? That this castle is going to fall?
Oh, she's eavesdropping. What a sassy, sneaky tomboy.
Please remain calm, Princess. Allow me to introduce you. This is God and his angel.
God, in his school uniform with his maid and angel. It's his angel and his maid cosplay.
God and his angel?
God, angel, this is Princess Alticia.
I should already know that because I'm God. Whatever.
Hey, what's up? I'm God.
You'd have to tell me more information about the Razer contest because I don't. What's like the best built rig ever? I know Razer makes hell of a good keyboards. What's up? I'm God. Yo, what's up? I'm waiting for him to go, what's up? That'd be funny if he did that.
I am his angel, Liliel. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. This is no time to jest! Is it true that the demons are advancing toward our castle gates?
Oh, I don't know if I could spend $200 on a freaking keyboard. It better be true mechanical keyboard if I drop that much money. I missed that click, clack, 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 clack noise.
Oh, she politely tossed me aside.
Yeah, well, you're just God. Who cares, right?
I believe that is a more typical reaction.
As I said, please calm down, Princess. Your knights have confirmed that the demons are indeed on approach.
This cannot be.
No, inconceivable.
We cannot postpone this decision any longer. Princess, you must prepare to seek refuge immediately in...
What are you saying? It is my duty to fight to the bitter end for the sake of my land and my people.
I will fight, even though I don't know how to.
So you don't mind if you die?
Of course not. Rather than survive by throwing away my country, I choose to die protecting it.
Oh, go. As I say, the captain's going down with the ship. Or in this case, princess.
Are you stupid or something? If you die, you can't protect anything.
God has a point. Since you got all your stuff on sale? On sale this, stuff. Okay. Video cards are starting to become more affordable now. My friend Big Dusty's thinking about
How
upgrading his computer
insolent!
finally.
One of such low birth could never understand the logic of those born into the royal family.
Excuse me, low birth woman, I am God. What are you talking about?
The insolent one here is you, ma'am. Who do you think you are speaking to?
Exactly. The maid cosplay angel has spoken.
Enough, Liliel. Explaining the situation would only complicate matters.
Exactly.
How's this? I'll draw the demon's attention. While I'm busy with that, persuade the princess.
Yeah, that's gonna work.
That... using God as a distraction is downright dreadful.
Well, my child, I give you permission.
It's cool. I've accepted your wish once already, so I'm gonna be responsible for it until the very end. I'll do what needs to be done, and you should do the same.
What should I...
Strip
You
naked.
love the princess, don't you? Just tell her.
Just go up, strip naked, and say, "Let's go, woman. I love you."
Even if God commands it of me, I cannot comply.
Yeah, I got lucky too. I bought my GPU before that went crazy. That was before Rona, actually. I got my card for $249. Actually, what I can do is show you the actual box. Yep, this is the actual. That is the actual box to the video card. And the back of the box. This one has 8 GDR on it, I believe. Yep, 8 gigabytes. 4.0 PCI Express. That's the back of the box. Got it for $249. Wasn't even on sale. That was the base price. I was looking for a video card that was PCI Express 4.0 and had 8 gigabytes of GDR. NVIDIA had some up there, but they wanted, at the time, I think the cheapest I found was like $490. I'm like, yeah, that's too much money. I was like, I settled for AMD. I know AMD's got they're finicky with their drivers. But so far, the drivers have not given me any problems. The only issue I have with that card is 1 year later it died. Luckily I had a 2-year warranty on it. It just got turned on. I was like browsing the web on my computer, boom, died. On my motherboard, the GPU light lit up on it on my motherboard. I'm like, oh great, and found GPU died. No warning. It wouldn't even, like, you know how you turn on your computer and the fans will spin on the computer GPU for a second and then stop? Well, mine's based upon the temperature. They spin when they're being used. When the temperature goes up, wouldn't even spin. So I had to like do 3 different emails to Sapphire, and because it was almost like hopscotch, but it was a smooth process. And they sure enough said, "Yep, go ahead and send it to us." And I sent the card, and I got the card back within a week and a half. So, you know, I can't complain about Sapphire. They did a good job.
It's not important or
RMA.
anything, but can you really keep mumbling about social statuses? This is a real life or death situation.
I didn't get any warnings that the video card was dying. It just. I was talking to a friend on Discord. Went AFK to go get a drink. Come back to a. Oh, we can put this back. Came back to a. No display on my monitor. Oh. Yes. meant to move you. That's fine. So I was just like, well, shit, that sucks. They didn't give me a warning. He just took a shit.
Just get over the difference in your positions and tell her the truth.
My last Radeon card that died, I had it. It was a Vision Tech 7850. Oh, that was a hell of a good card at the time. And it lasted me about 5.5 years. It started to artifact. So as soon as you install video card drivers on it, you can see Windows. And eventually just gave out completely.
If you do that,
No, it's fine. I got
it
5
might even
years
open
out
up
of
a
it.
new
Suck
fate
died.
for you both. A new path to the future.
My Ryzen's a 3000. My Ryzen's a 3000 series. It's a Gen 3. Yep, I tried everything. I even tried it on another person's computer. It wouldn't even boot. I swapped out video cards. I mean, I had 2 backup video cards, an old 6570 Radeon and a 1050 Ti, and they both worked instantly on the fly. So I knew it was a video card. Sucks too. I'm like, right, the most expensive component on the computer died. Well, expensive component now. Actually, that card's still under warranty. I've got until August before that warranty is up. And that card's about 2 years old.
God.
So, knock on wood, it don't
whatever.
die.
Guide
It
your
does
fates
die. I
in
have my
your way.
1050 Ti as backup. It will run games. I mean, some games like Horizon Zero Dawn, a couple I have to down the settings a bit, the resolution, but it's still playable. Alright, next floor. We got 2 floors to go. No? Science!
Here I
Oh, level 9 fucking team? Let's pick you up. So, yeah.
Not yet.
Making confusion traps. $1050, not $750. $1050 Ti. It has, I think, 3 or 4 gigabytes. Now that's a new weapon. That scared me, those things are level 19. So I should probably get a couple levels to be safe. except for a trap. He did his attack. Oh.
Sucks for you.
Ah. Oh, those battle cries. Death scream, that is.
Sucks for you.
Alright, the dagger's bursted.
Not yet.
Out of all the things in the world, I land on a damn trap. I've got a bad feeling about this. It's called Lost and Found. I got screwed on this floor. Luckily the exit's right here. Let's just go to the exit. Nope, not gonna be able to do it. He can push people. This is RNG hell. Yep. And this is the bumper thing about this game. Oh boy, I got lucky. Man, did I get lucky with that. Oh my god. I got massively lucky. I can't it's on my own self. Let's put the cod piece back on. Alright, next cutscene. Floor 10's the final floor.
Every time I drink your tea, it tastes more and more forbidden.
Tea is forbidden? That's interesting. Oh yeah, most computers are set to do that. 85, yeah. Yeah, mine usually runs at an average of 41 to 52, usually. If I'm gaming, it might go up to the 60s.
Hey, Sheriel, is there anything else we can do to help out God?
I like... Curiel is my favorite girl so far. Leo will probably be my second.
Let's see.
Hold on, nothing perverted, obviously.
Yeah, she's a clean tomboy.
Huh? But I didn't even say anything.
No, but you were thinking it.
Every time you speak, it's pretty much a guarantee. I don't want to talk about that stuff. I want to have a serious discussion.
I want to talk about feelings.
Liliel supports God. Nelliel's shut up in her room, but I totally get that she's working hard. Raquiel, too. He puts on that act in front of others, but I think he takes his duty seriously. But me? I can't do anything. All my brain is good for is cooking, and my fighting strength is the weakest. I want to do something to help our Lord. Lately, he's had such a tired face.
Oh, I like her. She's a caring girl. I like that about her. You start seeing that she's also kind of new. Just responding to some messages. Give me a second. Okay. Alright, let's go.
Every time he comes out of the Fate Revolution circuit, he's covered with bruises.
Now, I know you can custom set it, but I know my computer is set at the default, like, I think 90 or something like that.
Listen to what Lanael told me. She said it won't take long for him to break. Maybe that really will happen.
I think Lanael's full of crap because so far my character has been shown to be pretty determined so far up to this point. I mean, he has shown some self-doubt, but he's also been pretty determined.
Aw, this is definitely love. Coriel and God sitting in a tree. Kissing.
Really? Is that how mature we are? Cute. Kissing. First he's 12, second is marriage.
You stupid head! Wrong! Sure, he's nice and easy to talk to, and he looks decent. He might be my type.
Uh-oh. That's Tsundere talk. Uh-oh. Denials to Tsundere talk. I gotta send it to a friend. He's into anime way more than me, but you know.
And he just gets more reliable each day, and he can look really cool. But wait, no, that's not my point. Seriously.
Aww, you like him.
I smell a deadly sin. but I'm not against joining in the fun.
You are just creepy. I mean, your hair's cute. I gave you that, but when you start saying my second name is this, my third name is this, and they're all like very evil, questionable names, and I already know you as a player that you're already contacting the underworld, causing suspicious activity. Yeah, girl, you just Lenny else, you're out.
The only deadly sin around here is you. I'm trying to have a serious chat.
Oh, really? Then you've come to the right place, as I have brought along a guest.
Greetings, ladies.
Ooh, goody. Welcome to my
Galcheon
secret
is
garden,
questionable,
dear
too.
Galcheon.
I think he's jealous of God because he wanted to become the next god.
May I intrude? I admit, there are times where even I wish to be treated to some of Kuroiel's tea.
Sure, come on in. What's up? This is like the first time you've joined my tea party.
And she's into tea. I love tea too.
I came wishing to speak with you all about our new god.
Oh, really?
But first, thank you, Kuroiel, for always making snacks for Nelia. She is very grateful.
Yeah, sure. It's all I'm good for anyway.
Aw, don't say that, girl. That's the only thing that's the down part of her is she keeps downing herself so much. But no, girl, you're pretty badass. But
Such modesty. You are the consummate mood maker. Ever since your arrival, the desolate air has grown more refreshing and lively. I am grateful for this. Truly, I am.
Well, that's good. Hopefully he's not sucking up or has some other motive.
Yeah, I hope so.
Well, Galcheon, no words of gratitude for me.
Never. You pull me around every which way and I tire of it.
Yeah. Laniao is just... No, she's an evil lolly girl.
The words are honest, but I feel no malice from them. I'm fine with that.
Good. Now then, may I hear your opinions on the matter once again? Your candid opinions regarding our young god.
Yes, angels. What do you think of me?
Well, I think that guy's working real hard.
Hey, Eric. Hey, I just wanted to send you a picture where I was at in the game, but welcome on in.
Let's see. Oh, yes, I can agree with that.
Oh, yes. Me and my two big pillows.
Working hard is
How
not
about
synonymous with a good end result in the future. But for some reason, I expect that we will have one.
Yeah, I wonder if this game has multiple endings. There's still
I
a lot of
see.
unanswered
A
questions.
rare admission coming from you. Everyone sounds to be more in favor of the boy than I thought. Truly rare, indeed.
Well, he is trying. Or me, I'm trying too. So.
What about you, Galcheon?
How
I'm just
about
waiting for
no?
the stupid switch to get turned on where I get screwed.
Me? I have my expectations. How to say this? When he answered the prayer I chose, that is when I felt he is very human-like.
If I remember correctly, once a prayer has been sent, you have no choice but to answer it.
In a good way, of course.
How
It is
about
his
no?
kindness and his strength.
If I remember
But at the
Game Boy.
same time, those are...
No to what, Zeus? You gotta be more specific because you're saying no.
Let's not worry about that part too much.
Did you meddle with the prayer you chose?
Don't be so harsh. The wise get vaccinated before contracting a bad disease. Isn't that
How about
standard
no?
procedure?
Why is it vaccinated for contracting bad? That, yeah, given what today with the, not to get too political with the coronavirus, that's hit or miss, I guess. But I mean, that's not a bad saying quote, but you know, it's not all necessarily always a good one. I guess it depends. Alright, we're on the 9th floor. The 10th floor is supposed to be the boss, so let's try to get some levels. I'm probably need to be level 60 by the time I get up there. Mushroom!
Not yet.
Of course. Another breaking trap. I got 2 apples, so we're good. Also, Eric, I think, I don't know about next week, but the following week, I'm gonna renew my subscription to 14. I also did buy in-watchers. Really? Really? And all we did that. No. No! Damn it, I hit up on accident. That's okay.
Eat this.
The fact that you can push people back kind of sucks. But I think he can only attack me within melee range. Yeah. 17. Oh, enough with the stupid traps! Oh, and they're over. He's over there. Okay. Still warp over there. Oh, nice. Back in the row. Sleep in the wrong location. I don't know how well she'll do. I gotta figure out how to get over there first. She's dead. Yep. Nothing I can do. RNG. RNG up the ass. I don't know what Woomy is. Does that count? What counts? I can check the YouTube clip real quick. Hold on. Placebo. I remember this episode. Killer bees. I remember that. That was funny. I remember that episode in The Simpsons. It sucks. She chose the wrong path, and then there was a bunch of monsters over here. Well, it ain't gonna matter anyways. I don't get my angel next floor anyways. Yes, I know I'm getting hungry. Did a good job though. Like I said, if oh, he's not in range. That's been I can't even protect her family. We have 2 apples, right? Yeah, we'll go eat this one. Another mega beefy. I already have a ribbon, so I can throw this. The good news is, once Aberration Up the Wazoo is gone, I don't have to worry about it again. So, let's get myself to, let's try for level 21 and see how that goes. That's a cool looking emote. Nice, high five! Is that a global emote? What did you hear? I don't know. Sorry. I don't know what I said earlier. What did you hear? Did I say something sussy?
Die! No!
What's my status at? Should take too long to get that level. I'm hoping we can pass this tonight. I don't know if we will or not.
Die!
So now if I pick this up, earthquake, guys. Every dungeon's had a mechanic so far. It doesn't take long to level up though. It's just a little bit slow just because all this freaking building hopping. sucks I lost her, but she got screwed. Like I said, the only time I've actually gotten really badly screwed in this game is when the RNG screwed me over. That's the only time I've gotten screwed over. RNG, like, aha, you lose. Yeah, kind of deal.
Not yet.
Speaking of RNG. La 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 la. Down here.
Take this.
Nice gold pickup. Nice. What about that? 20, we're level 20. Okay, one level to go. I'm gonna guess 21 is a good number. If not, you know, I'm gonna lose a lot of good equipment, I think. But I got a lot of stuff bursted up, so we'll see what the sacrifice is. And is it worth, you know, all this work loss, or I've got the bat wings. Yeah, I want to keep that. I want to put the yummy carrot back on.
Say day, say day, say day. Every day is a say day.
Sometimes every day is a say day. I agree. Come here. Oh, you're out. Get out of here. All these items and I can't pick them up. Damn inventory, Resident Evil limitations. I thought so. Those guys aren't too much of a threat as long as the RNG doesn't, like, you know. Pick this up. Pick this up. Level axe, and we're gonna throw it. Yeah, that works. Come over, everybody. It's fine. Haha! Now the confusion. Well, complain about that. That works. Like I said, I'm grinding a little bit, but not too much. I just want to get to level 21. Oh! A weird battle cry. Or death cry, I'm sorry, not battle cry. Because when they make that noise, it's supposed to be, if one of the monsters are in the vicinity, they'll be attracted to it and come after you. That's how that works. If you're wondering why they make this goofy ass, almost sexual noises, that's why. Level 20, 21. Alright, all weapons are bursted. got God Gun ready to go, so when we're ready to take this boss to town. Like I said, it's supposed to, according to what the reviews I've said, you're supposed to defend an NPC. My guess is the princess. And how it really depends how stupid the RNG is. I remember playing Final Fantasy Tactics, that rooftop fight. Oh my gosh, that was so right. It wasn't a hard fight. It's just based upon it took me like 3 or 4 tries to pass that fight because maybe it'd take even more than 3 or 4 tries. Because I had to hope the NPC wasn't go dum-de-dum-de-dum and be an idiot. Okay, we're 21. Should I go for level 22 just to be on the safe side? Because the goal is to complete this dungeon today. You know what? We'll do that. Let's go to 22. I just want to be safe. Because I don't know what's going to... Because you saw the level gap. It went from like level 10 to 19 from that floor jump. And I have no idea what they're going to throw at me. And I've got plenty of apples, so it's not like I'm out of food. He has to move into him. He had that pushback ability from afar, that would suck butt. 24? Okay. I can do that. I think I've got enough. Let me check. Because I don't want to run out of energy. How many apples do I have? I've got 1 apple. 1 apple gets me up to a good decent percent. Because once you run out of your energy, then it starts depleting your health. Energy is basically your stamina. Unless I get lucky and they drop a piece of food, which enemies do that. They'll drop a piece of food occasionally. Which gives me about, I think, what, 6 or 8%? I want to say 6 or 8%, something like that. It's too bad I'm not a metal monster and I just can't eat, the armor and stuff, because then I'd be really set for food. Yeah, I'm And yes, I don't have the tag on here, but I don't mind any kind of advice or any kind of I don't mind any kind of backseat for strategies. I do not mind that at all. Spoilers if you've played this game, you know what's going to happen. That I do mind. I think we're all curious where this game is going, honestly, in terms of storytelling and the way it's just been thrown. Like, because we don't know who they or them is. I'm thinking they or them is, hell. Hell's plotting to take over, heaven. I don't know. That's my guess. But I don't think enemies scale. Because if they did, they would have already went up. Back, forward, back, forward. Woo! Oh, I picked up a new armor. A great one. Yeah, as much as I want to grab it, I can't. The AC, it's getting cold in here. They good, them bad? Well, no. I don't know. I haven't got to the 10th floor yet. My guess, I know it's. I've read reviews that was the only thing that was like a little frustrated. That without, I think IGN and a couple other reviews, Reddit say this was a good game except for this dungeon, the 4th chapter, where you have to defend an NPC or like make sure the NPC doesn't die. The NPC dies, it's game over. And in Final Fantasy Tactics, it was a good guy too. It's just you couldn't control the NPC, give orders or anything like that. I don't know if we'll get to 24. We'll try. I mean, I've got an apple left. It really depends on how much these enemies spawn, honestly.
Unworthy.
I don't need it right now. So I had some... You don't need to apologize. You never need to apologize going AFK. Even if you can't unable to announce it, no need to apologize. Back and forth. We'll take, okay, 22. I'm pretty sure, because they said, let's go for the 10th floor. I'm pretty sure the 10th floor is the boss. Sucks I lost my companion, but you know, that's RNG for you. The enemy's down there, the red dot. Welcome back, Peaches, though. Making me hungry. But I got my dinner ready to go when I go to work, so. Funny. Alright, let's go eat this apple. I could probably pick up that great horn if I could remember where I dropped that. I think it was right here. Yes, it did. Cool. Oh, increases attack for a few turns. Check out. Oh, I look horny. I don't know if I'll be able to get to 23 though, unless these enemies start dropping some food. Yeah, we'll try 22 and see how it goes, because I don't know. I could also level up during the boss fight when if there's ads to take care of on the stream. Alright. Let's go ahead and give this a shot. Ready to go? Let's see. Again, stop with the apologizing. You don't need to make me, don't need to say you're sorry, you did nothing wrong. I've got food ready to go. I'm going to take it to work to me tonight. I'm good. Anytime people talk about food, oh man, I always say, oh, it's making me hungry. Especially when I played Persona 5 Strikers, when I streamed that. You didn't want to play that game on an empty stomach. They talked about it was just one big ass road trip, and it was in Japan. And the characters would eat food. They show pictures of it, and you're just like, oh my god, I'm hungry. Even when I was full, I was hungry. All right. Let's see how horrible this is going to be. Especially if it's a rooftop
I've
battle.
cleaned up most of the aberrations, but has it done anything to guide the knight's fate?
I
Good
believe
dance,
so.
so cute.
We are getting closer to the fate the knight wishes to.
Oh.
Cease your relentless efforts to persuade me. My heart will remain steadfast. I will not seek refuge.
I wish there was a save point. That's just a lot of work without no save.
You mustn't do this. Princess, no matter the cost, you must continue to live.
Ryukan, are you asking me to throw away my honor?
Throw away your honor? I would ask for no such thing.
Then what is the meaning of this?
I can fight on my own. Don't judge me because I'm a girl. She's a proud princess. That's for sure. She wants to defend her country. I mean, Californian. Well, at least she's not. Peaches is a good Californian, though. She's not one of the evil Californians.
I simply cannot bear the thought of you, Princess, of you fighting, of losing your very life.
If you lose your life, I can't woo you.
That is why, whatever may occur, I wish for you to continue living, even if Laria is no more.
If Loria is no more, what treachery you speak.
Unfortunately, such a thing is about to become an inevitable reality. But even should the country perish, I want you to live, Princess.
It's interesting he's a knight back in this time. I don't know if this is like a time... Are we time traveling? I'm wondering about it. He's got highlights in his hair. I don't think that was a thing in the medieval age.
To that end, I will do anything. Even give my own inconsequential life.
We're answering all these weird-ass prayers, and I just... It's not based in whatever year. I mean, because we're jumping between different time periods.
Ryukan, to say something like that, is it because I am a princess? Do you feel a sense of pride or duty to protect me as a knight?
Ooh. I get to pick on people mostly.
That...
Please answer me, Ryukan.
I am in love with you, with all of my heart.
There you go. Boom.
Those are the words I have been waiting for all this time.
Huh?
To share the same feelings with the one you love.
Aw,
There is no
she
greater
likes him
happiness in the world.
too.
Princess. You mean...
You mean we'll get to make babies?
Yes, I love you too.
Aww.
Oh, what? Even so.
That is why I refused your offer to seek refuge, you see. Living a life separated from you is no life at all.
Okay, you two, get a room.
Good God. You refuse to seek refuge for a reason such as that?
I want to be with you. If you are to fight, then I shall be at your side. If you want me to run, then I will do no such thing without you by my side.
We run together or we fight together?
Princess.
Ryukan, we will be together. Whether we live or die this day, let our fates grow entwined.
Perfect. He said it all right. That right there is a
Real man.
Okay. We'll answer his prayer just as soon as I take care of that Imperial general who sold his soul to demons.
Yeah, maybe.
You don't sound too sure.
Oh, I am terribly sorry about that. I admit, my mind wandered off
Sound
for a moment,
doubtful.
but I'm fine. Nothing is wrong
We
at all.
go together. It's like this game's turning into a visual novel game. No.
Really? I hope that's the case.
If what I expect to happen happens, Miss Sheriel's main goal with this is...
Meanwhile, in the copy world.
Where you go?
Anime laugh.
Don't tell me you're gonna toss away your country and flee like a chicken.
Oh, mate.
I'm afraid I can't allow it. You see, the fate of the woman whose kingdom falls has been decided. You will share my bed.
You will snoo me instead. Oh no. Oh no.
Who would ever? Disgusting!
Ew. Ew.
I agree. Our country has yet to fall, fiend. If I defeat you here and now, the situation will turn on its head. It would mean victory for the Laria Kingdom.
How's the horn guy racist? He wants to take over the castle and kidnap the princess and make him his wife. Anime laugh.
You're a dumb old fool. You think a mere knight can win against my supernatural powers?
I will not lose. God is on my side, and I have my unconditional love for the princess to keep my nerves calm.
Wow, what a speech. Unconditional love for the princess.
Dumbass. You ain't even gonna make a scratch with that chintzy blade.
My love.
I am free, princess. I shall be the one to protect you.
I can't help but lag, dude.
If you want to stop me, why not ask God to come here and fight? Unless he's not really on your side at all.
Well, I dropped a few frames earlier, but yeah, hiccups are gonna happen here and there, but anime laugh. Hello, I'm God. Nice to meet you.
Who the hell are you?
I'm God, bitch.
God.
Hey, one word.
What you say?
Bullocks.
God. I'll fight with you.
Yes. Thank you for your aid, God.
Our purpose is not to directly defeat this general, Lord. Your duty is to protect this knight and guard the castle so that it does not fall to the enemy's forces. Please eliminate the enemy soldiers while protecting the knight,
Yeah.
and the right time to defeat the general will soon present itself.
So I gotta kill ads first, then.
Got it. Sir Knight, I'll definitely give you the chance you need. Once that time comes, I'll leave it in your hands to act.
Understood. I I will definitely make good use of the chance given to me by God himself.
Oh. Music's bopping. Oh, come on. This is gonna be one of these types of fights. More and more when you fight for me. Get ready, you fools. Come, my demon army. Trample the entire kingdom. Jeez Louise. This looks intimidating. Use the blue cannon to catch aberrations in one go. Okay. Come on, magic ain't gonna lose so easy. Come on, demons, destroy it all. They're still climbing. Stub aberrations. Let's drop the ladder so they're unable to ascend. What? Damn it! The demons don't get scared now. Go, go, go! Well, that didn't work. Please move forward while protecting Sir Knight. However, Sir Knight collapse will also be the end of your time here, Lord. Please fight to keep yourself and him alive. Throwing healing items is necessary. This is gonna be a bitch, I already know it. They give me healing items though. Okay, how do I use this? Okay. He's the blue dot. See, here's how I wish you could like move the map and be able to see what's going on. The general run must have a limit. Let's preserve to the end and do our very best. That's fine. I mean, if it's lagging heavily, then I'm worried. If it's... Because the knight's not going to move. Okay. They're all level 17, pretty high levels there. I put my face forward because I'm just getting serious. For me, each time it lags, it totally freezes the stream for a couple seconds. Yeah, that's buffering. I can't control that, unfortunately. And then he pushes me off. God freaking bless it. Can't do anything while we're paralyzed.
Unworthy.
We're fine. We're fine at the moment. Easy. What's his health at? Next round I gotta heal him. Alright, I got it. Oh, we're good. They're all going after him. Alright, that knocks them all out. Alright, you're healed up. Thank God I saved up God mode. Had to throw a girls in advance of reference because of the tank. Yeah, they do that in the game. You can also throw your angel partner too. I don't know if it's a direct reference, but it's funny if it is. Still bad guys though. There's an apple down there, that's good. I did not mean to hit down. Oh, fuck me. I did not mean to hit down. Luckily, these are gentle enemies. What's he at? Okay, he's fine. We're fine. We're fine. I'm paralyzed. Oops. What's he at? I can't see his health. Okay. That's not weak against that. That didn't do jack fucking shit. No point in holding the boom gem. I'm paralyzed, I can't fucking move. Fucking A, I'm still paralyzed. It's gotta wear off for me to be able to do anything.
Sucks for you.
Maybe. Now, don't laugh at me for it. It's not an easy fight. You're dead. I may be done with this game if that's the case, because they're just throwing tons. I can't do anything. I think I'm still paralyzed. And I don't have a self-healing move. Causes enemies to forget their current skills. Okay, so you can't throw him. Okay. Shit, he hits hard like a tank. Okay, he's got health. He's good on health. He needs to go. There's a Mega Beefy there. I see it, I just gotta get to it. I gotta kill him first. Roar! That's all I know how to do. That's your spot. Oh, that's also useful. So I have no SP. Closest starters first, yeah. Shit, and I'm paralyzed. Like, and you can't. Can you pick him up? No. And I have no SP. Nope, not enough SP. That didn't do. That doesn't do jack shit if it. See, you should be able to pick him up and throw him. I got screwed because of paralyzed. Damn. I'm gonna lose this fight. I gotta wait for paralyzed to wear off. I don't have a paralyzed remove item. I mean, I could use this. I got no choice. I can't move. I'm paralyzed. That thing. That's what I like about those monsters that self-destruct. They self-destruct. You lose your paralyzation. You get paralyzed no matter what. They do like an auto Supaku kind of move. I might win this. We'll see. He's dead. I'm still paralyzed. Can't do anything from here. And I have no... Attack him. He's not attacking back. Why are you not... I can't do anything. I'm paralyzed. I gotta wait till I'm able to move. Oh, he's stunning him. That's what he's doing. Oh my god! That's it? You don't have to go after the dude? I think you have to go to the General Lord afterwards. Are you serious? I cleared it? Oh, praise the sun! Oh my god, that was not an easy fight.
Guess I gotta do this myself.
I'm gonna get a drink to celebrate. Hold on. Holy snipe, these are all happening. Yep, and like I said, that's what the review said too. The positives about that fight is, unlike the rooftop fight in Final Fantasy Tactics, the NPC didn't move. But what sucks is that spear attack was stunning him constantly, so I couldn't do anything. And paralyzed, I should have brought a paralyzed potion item with me, but you only can bring in so many items. Oh, that was not an easy fight. That was rough.
No! I used up all my MP!
Wow! Break the fourth wall reference with that. I used all my MP! That is not an easy fight.
It's our chance. Go!
Yes, God!
God, let us go.
Prepare to die, General Venice!
I've been defeated. I honestly thought you, because the game described it, you guys saw it too, that I had to go kill the general. But basically, he's pointless without his once he runs out of enemies. Basically,
ain't nothing to it but to do it.
Yes. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. I will agree to that. I'll also agree to this.
Coming in clutch.
I really did it!
This is why my cat's not out here, because if he jumped on my PlayStation right now, I'd be really pissed. I'd cry too.
Ryukan!
Princess, be at ease. You must first take your personal guard and leave for the Grain Dukedom.
I will not. I will go nowhere unless you are with me.
You need to ooh with me now.
But Princess, the Imperial Army just lost their general. They will fall into confusion.
She's like, bro, I'm ovulating right now. Let's go.
This is the only time our soldiers' morale will be so high. And our greatest chance to drive the enemy off.
That was not an easy fight. There's some RNG involved in that because that paralyzed screws me. I gotta find her. I have a. If I ever go that shop again, they gotta resist paralyzed. I'm definitely making it.
But
hurry! There is no time to waste.
Glad I grinded. That's for sure.
Ryukan, please promise me. Promise that you will return alive.
I promise you. I will come back to you, alive and well.
Yes, my love. Oh, okay, for stream elements? Yeah, I don't think I have that enabled. I could do that. I could put that on, as well as the 8-ball. I haven't had a chance to play with that yet. Aww. They're holding hands.
Thank you very much, God. It is due to your guidance that I was able to stop General Venice and protect the princess.
That's all well and good, but are you okay with not going with her?
If we do not beat back the Imperial Army today, a second man to replace Venice may appear.
But with your body like that, you can't fight much longer.
Oh, Zeus, you joined the Discord. Very awesome. I'll give you rolls when later tonight when I get to work.
I will be fine. I have God on my side.
I will be fine. You're at my side. Not anymore, buddy. I gotta go. I answered your
sworn
prayer. I'm
to
out.
dedicate my life to the Laria Kingdom and the princess. I have.
You don't intend to die, do you?
That was a tough fucking fight. For the most part, it was kind of tough.
Hang on. I didn't come here to
But the
answer
review
your prayer just
says
so you could go off
that
and
was
die.
like the deal breaker for this game. So I think we got past the shitstorm. So beyond this, it should be a bit smooth sailing. Crossing fingers.
I am terribly sorry, God. But before all else, I am a knight of the Laria Kingdom.
one of the hardest fights I ever been through.
Don't pull that crap with me. Are you saying that you're a knight who'd go and die, leaving their loved ones behind?
Hey, it's war. What you gonna do?
Please, excuse me.
Hey, wait!
I'm not talking to you. God is not finished smiting you.
Lord, the Fate Revolution circuit is going to shut down.
Thank you. Shut down this damn world. I'm done with this shit. God, that fight was tough.
Why?
Not much you got climbed.
Finally found a future together with the princess, but you're letting it go?
It's like you 10 floors also. I mean, I don't want to do all that. Plus, you lose all the... You retain your levels and keep half your gold. But at the same time, you lose a lot of that versatile equipment, which really was helping me out.
Unfortunately, there are times when the fate that you want to see and what the believer desires will not match up. His only wish was to protect the princess, and you have granted that wish for him. I am sure that he is satisfied.
Hopefully, yeah, he has something to come back to. And make babies with the princess.
Don't lie to me. There's no way he wants to die. He wants to live with the princess.
Sorry, bro. Not all visual novels end in a happy ending. Have you not played Doki Doki Literature Club?
It's not too late. If I keep guiding their fates, I'm sure.
No, Lord! The Fate Revolution circuit is closing! Our purpose here has come to an end!
God can only do so gosh darn much.
That's... an ending like this is...
You gotta give Rena credit, he is pretty passionate. He's trying his best.
The Fate Revolution circuit is not almighty. It can only help you to guide the faith that the believer
I'd say that was
wishes to have.
difficult, but then I'd be lying.
No, it was difficult. It was very difficult.
You did all you could, Lord.
I wish I could be lying. I'm
It's
not.
all up to them.
Woo! I'm
Please
glad I
try to
passed
think of it
that.
that way.
First try, too.
Can't just let this happen. It's a human's life, you know.
I mean, I read on a couple of forums and reviews about being spoiled that a lot of people struggled with this fight. And I can see why. Honestly, I don't think the Zoosh, I don't think those extra 2 levels would have helped me at all. Also, hi Tribbles, we doing some movie night tomorrow night? I think Eric might be able to join us. By the way, movie night is tomorrow night, Eric.
Welcome home, God Boy. To reward you for working extra long and extra hard, let me give you tons of gratitude.
I don't want your gratitude. Where's Corella? I want her to make me some cookies, cake, and tea. I'm gonna hang out with her. I like her.
Stop it. I'm not in the mood.
Nah, sorry, I'm not in the mood for sex right now. God is kind of pissed.
What happened? Doesn't the snake want to gobble up the kitty he's given? Oh, don't worry. I won't let you go hungry.
Damn, woman, you just want that. You just want that badly, don't you? Yeah.
I said I'm not in the mood.
Ah.
My. You granted such a lovely wish, but you're in such a sour mood.
Lovely?
Isn't it wonderful that people exist who will sacrifice their own life to protect the one they love?
Well, it is good, but it's also tragic. It's not just... It's a 50-50 thing. I mean, come on.
There's nothing wonderful about it. Even if I grant their wish, it means nothing to me if I don't save their life.
Glorify OnlyFans mess it up. Well, I wouldn't go that far as OnlyFans, but that is funny. I mean, he's just defending his country, and, you know, hopefully he'll come back. It's, you know, typical war cliche. I mean, I gotta go, defend my country. I'll be back, hopefully. If not, I know that I died protecting the ones I loved. I mean, it's not wonderful. I mean, it's maybe wonderful in that aspect, but not an overall wonderful thing. I mean, it kind of bites.
But that is simply not the case. You fought against fate and protected the princess's life, Lord. You granted his wish. Please do not become a worrywart of a god.
Worrywart of a god. Yeah, don't turn into a bleeding heart. I cannot stand bleeding heart characters at times, depending how they present it.
Also, why are you so quick to conclude that the knight is going to die?
That is true.
Do you believe he is the type of human who will fight with death as his goal?
No, he's not fighting the death of his goal. He's defending his country.
That?
Hold my arm.
Huh. You're right. He's not like that. He's fighting. Determined enough to give his own life. But he's not the type to waste it.
Oh shit, I hit next. Sorry.
Then all we can do now is have faith. May the Lord be with him as he faces his fate.
She is definitely very faithful, religious kind of character,
Liliel, thanks for cheering me up.
She is definitely a fangirl.
It was nothing.
It was nothing.
All I said was the truth.
Sorry, but seriously, I'm really tired this time. I think I'm gonna rest up.
Bye.
It appears he has climbed the stairs of adulthood, if even only a few steps. The face he made when he was earnestly upset was so adorable. It makes me all tingly just thinking about it.
Okay.
Miss Shuriel, you are surprisingly selfless. You accepted the role of villain. Also, our Lord could experience true sorrow.
Well, I mean, he needs to develop a tolerance and eventual immunity to it after all. We don't want him to break, do we?
I could see her being a torturous character, like just getting tortured.
As his exclusively assigned angel, I give you my thanks, Miss Shuriel.
Don't care for Miss Shuriel.
You're quite welcome. But it's only going to get harder from now on. Will you really be okay?
Well, we don't know if it's going to get harder. That was supposed to be the hardest struggle in the game. We'll have to find out later on with the next... Every fight has had a
My
mechanic so
resolve
far.
will not waver.
The first fight was just a straight up fight. The second one I had to like use tombstones to put down the zombies. That way the weak point for the zombie would show up. The third one, you had to strategize yourself against the poisonous reefs.
Really?
And I just use God
Then
rays to
everything's
obliterate the rest of
fine.
it. I like how they're holding their arms like they're in pain.
Hello, hello. Do you hear me? Let me fill you in on the current situation.
There's way too much gap with
I
no save
finally
point
finished
here.
discovering the problematic points. Systems made by others are quite the nuisance. Can you just wait a little bit longer? That reminds me. The god we have now is quite interesting. He is different from the past gods. How do I put it? Maybe the term consistent works best. A flat, even growth. He listens well and has moderate strength. If he grows, slow and consistent, then things will probably get exciting here. But anyway, I've not heard many rumors about His Highness lately. Did something happen? But it's not like
she's talking to
he's
Hell
not
about
really an
what?
existence that would simply fade away.
She is more evil. I think she's the most evil character here so far. That's impressionary wise.
I will excuse myself.
She hasn't
here.
given me.
I will report on how the opportunity is progressing next time.
Somebody's planning something to do something. It's nothing quite clearly answered yet. Meanwhile, in Hell,
Brunetti, Variel, are you here?
Yes, of course.
Please, issue me your command.
Command me, my lord.
Stop with the formal nonsense.
How
I cannot
about
bear to
no?
listen to it. First off, we are all equals here. Not that a hierarchy structure is bad, but please, stop worshipping me as some kind of higher deity.
What are you asking of us, Lord Sataniah? Should you command it, we will gladly jump into a fire or drown in a river.
Like I said, the reason why I drive out the angels is only to kill time until I expire. Had the coin landed on its other side, I would have annihilated all the demons.
If I may act as the devil's advocate, that is a mere hypothetical.
Devil's advocate.
No room for arguments here, is that it? No, well, I'm going up with it.
Finally exterminate the angels, then I shall accompany you.
As I said, do not be so hasty. I'm only going out to search for a book. I will return.
Book, huh? What kind of book?
Another book?
Yes. The bookshelves look as though they're missing teeth, if I may. I believe the lost books are elsewhere. Watch this place for me.
I wonder what Lord Sataniah was reading. That seems to be all he does anymore. The speed and the amount he reads is abnormal. No matter how many bookshelves, there are never enough books to satiate him.
He showed me once, but I still don't know. I don't even know what language it was written in.
I see. That aside, my whole body is feeling restless. It aches to take action.
Lesson 4M. Hell yes. Would you like to stay unless you ask that question?
Making it all the way to my wish. I thought he would be consumed immediately, and that would be that, but he is quite the obstinate one.
So Raphael's is the next wish to answer? That makes sense.
Now then, what wish shall I choose for him?
Meanwhile, on planet Earth.
Hey, Renya, what are you hiding from me?
Hi, sis.
Huh? Nothing, really.
You've been looking pale and stuff. I know you're that age or whatever, but you
That
haven't been
age?
home.
That age to what? Girl, don't you be questioning you with that sassy looking.
Mom and Dad are worried too. They think you're turning into one of those delinquents.
No, that only happens during my after-hour streams from 1 to 5.
I know they're overseas and stuff, but if you keep acting like an irresponsible jerk, they'll stop sending us money.
Listen up, Minamo, and listen well. Your dear brother is actually God.
Oh, God.
God is very busy. Of course he gets pale when he has to stay out late without asking permission. Cut me some slack. Like she'd believe me even if I said all that. She'd commit me to a mental asylum without a second thought.
Probably.
Thanks to that, I can sort of relate to those superheroes who disguise themselves to hide from the public in order to protect them. My disguise is a high school student, and my superhero identity would be God, and I protect peaceful, ordinary life, much like today. But I'm not actually a cool superhero. I am God, chosen through robbery and mall.
Yep.
That's just how it is.
Are you wearing his normal outfit?
Raquiel?
You know this guy, Renya?
I have come to pick you up. I trust you are prepared.
Unlike the others, you show up normally, huh?
I have no intention to monitor you using such boring trickery.
Monitor?
Come, let us go. I have already chosen a wish for you. A very special one.
Sorry, Minamo. Go on home without me. I'll definitely be back later, okay?
Hold on! Dang it, Renya!
You can now synthesize the blacksmith to shoot your strength your weapons and armor as much as you can. Also, since Misery wishes to speak to you, you have been working very hard, Lord. I do not believe you will be concerned. What a journey for today's session. Alright, something that feel prepared to cheer you on. Try talking to me and I'll teach you a new function.
Listen well.
This is the item transfers right here. You can set different equipment sets to summon up during your adventures. I call it divine summoning. It lets you swap out your items with a save summon set you create while at the base. Once set, you can summon your items in the dungeon through the main menu. You won't lose your summoned items if you use Fate, but you can only summon items a certain number of times in each dungeon. Also, while Divine Summon is active, you can have any other piece of equipment, so be careful. Now, come with me. I'll teach you how to set up your items for Summon Divine Summon. Listen if you want. First, select the items you wish to choose to set. For now, choose Summon Set 1. Did you do it? Now. Did you do it? Now, come on. Now choose a piece of equipment to wear. Oh wait, you already have that goofy one helmet right now. There, you're done. I will take full responsibility of your equipment sets. And if you faint while in the dungeon, I will protect whatever equipment you leave with me, so relax there. Leaving only some helmet to me is boring. Set some areas to other two. Okay. So basically, when I fully burst an item that I've worked hard on, I'll just put it into there. There you go. Now full set is sound and safe. This is a full gunner equipment. You can go with any equipment you want. Make your own unique sets. Any equipment you set as part of your divine will stack burst points more easily. Do not lose your faint. It will burst faster. There's no real drawback to this, so use it. Use it as much as you can. Okay. Very useful. I have a message from Miss Dale. I've discovered the devil is indeed what has entered the machine the other day. There's no sign of invasion since even so, proceed with caution. Seriously? It was the devil, huh? That's pretty crazy. It'd be better for me if they gave up and left us alone, but I doubt that'll happen. You may use the synthesize option that allows you to make your equipment stronger than ever before. Strength has limits. If you want to go beyond, recognize the synthesize command. You'll need two pieces of equipment, the base and item on a stack. Synthesize 20% of the sacrifice equipment stats will be added to the base of the equipment. If the item is used based on the ability the sacrifice place has, it will be added 20% rate. The ability or synthesize ability will increase. Synthesize melee pieces of equipment you've already strengthened. Indeed, abilities such as those that will be increased further through strengthening. Do them in order of strength and synthesize and strengthen more, and you'll have exceedingly powerful items. This is extremely useful, but here are some limitations to keep in mind. The base item and the item being sacrificed must be the same general type of equipment. Also, synthesized item must be in burst status. Third sacrifice item be used, system will be lost forever. Its final number of items used preset based on item rank. This is powerful stuff. Sacrifice items you don't need are in burst status and you can.
Unworthy.
Okay, so that's how that works. What's unworthy? First off, we're gonna burst some shit. We're not gonna do tonight the next storyline. We're gonna save that for Monday evening. So let's strengthen some shit. Yummy carrot, of course. The shit. The ice knock will go up. The tank will go up. And of course my bat wings. Good. How do I have two flowing capes? Let me sell that cape real quick before I forget. I don't need two of them. My singing is unworthy. I've never heard you sing before. Maybe you should make that a channel point redemption on your channel. There's a sing redemption on mine. I can't sing very well either. So, but if someone catches that in, you might lose your hearing. So beware. Just saying. Yeah, I'll have to get that upgrade eventually. I don't think I can upgrade anymore. I have two hand axes? I don't need two hand axes. I don't know when I'm going to use actuals. Get rid of this. Do I have two hand axes again? Okay, there's the exit. Let's see. Okay, I don't have any other. I thought I had a second hand axe. And she's got the other axe. Okay. Do you have anything new I can buy? Slow orb, attack orb. Okay, cool. Okay, nothing new there. Oh no, can you sing? La 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 la. I've never heard you sing before. I've seen you do your little dance for a clip. We do have stuff in storage I need to upgrade to. Yep, the pistol. Fire one needs an upgrade. Oh, it needs to be bursted. Okay. So we gotta take those out. That's money. Alright, so let's go into storage. The ice wand. The ice wand and the fire wand needs upgraded. Now, what I think I might do, now normally I know Monday mornings, since the 24-hour stream's coming up, not 24-hour stream, God no, since the 12-hour stream's coming up, I might play this, like just do some grinding, but considering I gotta do story first, yeah, so that's what will happen. So I have to do story first before I can do anything else. I have to do story first before I can do anything else in the game. So yeah, I'm not gonna make divine equipment yet. I mean, divine summoning set yet. I'm gonna do that right now. Keep this one. I'm gonna keep that dagger though. These two together. The annex needs to be put in here. Death card can't be upgraded yet. So let's see. Anything else I need to burst? The pistol needs to come out. We're just going to organize this stuff real quick. Honestly, I don't see myself ever using that ribbon. I got the best stats, honestly. Nothing is bursted. Okay, good. Alright, I better get ready for work. Bilbo Psychomaniacs is the next one. It tells me that for the save file, so that's the name of the chapter for the next one, which we will save for Monday evening, because I'm not hanging out with Big D today. So Monday evening I'll probably get on here, so I won't start at 8:30 like we normally do with Big D. I'll start at 7, between 7:30 usually, but I might start at 7, and we can go a good 3.5 hours long. Welcome back from eating. We're just about to end the stream. Good 3 hours in, though. What double saving. And that was a very challenging and insane fight. And I can see why reviews say it can be very frustrating. And they only mentioned that fight. So, what are the remaining lessons? I don't know how tough they're going to be. Don't know what they're going to throw at us in terms of story. Have a good work shift. Saying it twice for me. Well, I appreciate that. Let's see who we can raid out. Those who lurked, hang, watch the video, Tribbles, don't worry, I'll get your thing updated. I will probably do that tomorrow evening. It will show up on my PC stream, and I'll get it updated on my laptop too with the whole, I love EVs. No, I don't. And I may have to make a disclaimer for that. So, let's go ahead and stop the video with recording.